Hello, both of you. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank
Great.
you.
I'm doing great. Thank you. This series is so good, so exciting, right from the get-go. It's amazing. And, BRENOCK, I want to start with you because, well, first of all, were you a fan of the books? Had you read them?
Oh, of course. I don't think you could get away with being a kid in education in England within the 2000s without knowing what Alex Rider was, let alone whether you read it. But I read the series. I love the series. I've got this old book report that I wrote when I was 9 about the second book. Like it's been a part of my self, definitely.
Oh, so you're a pro. Like you
Oh,
know everything.
I
Yeah.
know my stuff.
Yeah, you probably just did the lines right from the top of your head. You didn't even have to read the script, whatever. And Ronke, for you, was it something that you had grown up with too?
It wasn't, but my little brother had grown up reading. So when I had told him, he literally was like, "Oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever." He's so excited. And he's actually in the States, so he gets to see it when it comes out over your
Very
side.
good. And he must be very proud of his sister. Amazing, amazing. Now, Bren, I want to ask you a little bit about working with Otto, who of course plays Alex Rider. You guys have the most amazing chemistry. So, was it a very instant thing? Did you guys get on, and did you kind of hang off on set, offset as well?
Not at all. I hate the boy. No. Honestly, it was one of the quickest connections I've ever made with anyone I've met. I walked into the chemistry reads at the auditions, and there were lots of boys just hanging around waiting to read for Alex's and Tom's. And I looked around and I sat down next to this dude, and we had a little chat. And he seemed all right. And we went in and we acted together, and he seemed even better.
Yeah.
And we just kept going, and I got his number down on that day, and since that day he has been saved in my phone as Otto Rider, because I didn't know if I was going to do it, but I knew that
Right.
our Alex, he knew. There was not a doubt in my mind that was the Alex Rider that the show needed.
Yeah, I love their relationship. And Ronke, you play Jack. She's kind of the, I guess she's the stability in Alex's life. You could say that. But I love her. I think she's a great character. First of all, I love the fact that her name is Jack. I think that that's so cool. But she's a tough cookie. Tell me a little bit about playing her, what you loved about, being her and working on this show.
What I loved about being her is that she's very not as maternal as she should be.
Okay.
Especially in the beginning, she's kind of like, you need to do your own stuff. Like you can take care of yourself. But then as the story goes along and you see her kind of really blossom into what her journey is going to be, I think that her relationship between her and Alex and Tom it blossoms because she's like, wow, this is my family, That's always
Yeah.
fun to play.
Absolutely. And how did you like working with Otto? I love the relationship between the two of them too.
Otto is one of my favorite people in this world. It's lovely meeting someone who is absolutely just present with you and open and just also like, what are we doing? None of us have a clue what we're doing. And it's so weird. I saw Otto. We worked in a theatre, the Young Vic, together years ago. I saw him in a play and he saw me in a play. So
Wow.
when we both got the job, we were like, did you work at the... So it's just like 360.
Small world. Yeah, it comes full circle. Now, Bren, what I love a lot about Alex Rider, and not, just not particularly just about the show, but the books and everything, is you never underestimate young people. Never. Because you know what? They are our future, first off, obviously, but man, they can get a lot accomplished. What do you feel about that?
I think people have been sleeping on young people for too long. And not even actually, I think sleeping has given people too much credit. I think people have been trying to strip power away from young people for too long. Yeah. And I think this year is just a brilliant example of how young people will not stop doing what they're doing. I have got mates who had album plans. Lockdown happened, they've still made their album. There are people who are wanting to make active political change, and they're going out and they're doing it despite the virus.
Yeah.
Young people won't be stopped, and I really hope we see that happen in November.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No kidding.
Yeah.
No kidding. Yeah, Ronke, how do you feel about that too?
I completely agree with BRENOCK. He's right. Like, young people have always been our future, and they've always held the power and the answers to all of the questions that we've been asking. We just have to give them the space, the platform, and the opportunity, and the voice to say what they need to say. And this show does that. So I'm with Bren all the way. He knows, I know, young people for the win.
For the win. I agree. I agree. Well, listen, congratulations on this series. You guys are both so fantastic. And Bren, it would be remiss for me to say that it was so much fun to watch you on Game of Thrones. I know but my God, you know, it was a powerful punch you gave us in that show, huh?
Thank you very much. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
Jon Snow will never live it down. What can I say? You guys are phenomenal in the show. Such a pleasure for me to talk to you, and best of luck with the series. And we hope to get to meet you in person one day soon. That would be really nice.
Definitely.